I'm Fine by Julia Whitehouse. My husband and I walk into the room and the light is warm, the atmosphere cool. It's like a beach in early autumn. The office, sandy colored and calm, a desk neat and spare, a low built-in bookcase, a low couch filled with comfortable pillows. We sit, and across from us is a coffee table, a box of tissues, and a lady in a comfortable chair. She's an ageless beauty, wearing a gorgeous scarf wrapped multiple times around her neck. She has a gentle accent and asks us, "What brings you here today?" We can't see the cameras, but we know it's a set. We know it's a set, but we are not here to perform, because I signed us up for couples therapy with renowned couples therapist Orna Guralnick for the documentary Showtime show Couples Therapy. And I signed us up for couples therapy because my husband's office is exactly the opposite of this beautiful office replica we're sitting in. My husband's office is a catacomb, a labyrinth, a dumping ground of boxes, empty boxes, full boxes, half-filled boxes, stuff, ordered, abandoned, and forgotten, so much stuff. And it's not just confined to the floor, it slopes up the wall and onto these oversized wooden shelving units that hold more boxes of stuff, like DVDs and books and old tax papers and sketchbooks and collections of pins and camera equipment and podcasting equipment and Labradors, Larabars. And masks. So many masks, because we're 2 years into a pandemic and I've tried to help, but he gets defensive. And he says he'll do it when he has time. So it's the office that's wrong with my marriage. If we could just fix the office, my husband wouldn't be so stressed and depressed working from home surrounded by boxes filled with stuff. It's not my marriage, really. It's just my husband's office that's causing the conflict. Because otherwise, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm taking care of everything, actually, and I'm already in my own therapy. I'm fine. I've got one child on my boob and the other child on Zoom preschool. I've got it all. You've heard of tradwives, right? Those women who make videos showing how they're such traditional wives. I'm a tradwife, just like those women. I clean every surface and wipe every butt. I cook every meal and spoon feed every child. I wash every item of clothing that needs washing. I sing every lullaby that needs singing. I mend and sew and play and comfort. I do it all proudly. I'm actually more tradwife than any other tradwife that you're going to see on the internet, because I birthed my babies in my apartment. I would have had them in a field tilling the soil, but I live in New York, so I had them in my bathroom. No doctor, yes midwife. In fact, I'm so tradwife, I don't have time to make videos for the internet to show you how much of a tradwife I am. And come to think of it, actually, all those tradwives making video, that's actually their job. And they're making money, so they're actually not tradwives at all, because tradwives don't make money. They let their husbands do that. My husband makes all the money and I do all the work. And I'm fine with that. Fine with that. When we had kids, we made the decision together that I would be home with the children. I limited my hustle for auditions and doing shows. I put my performer self on the back burner. It was easier that way. Hard to justify time away from a breastfeeding child when I'm not making money anyway. And when the pandemic started, I turned off that back burner, poured my performer self into a Tupperware and stuck it in the back of the fridge. And I'm okay with that. He just needs to clean his office, and then everything will be fixed. I don't lead with that. I want the therapist to tell my husband what I know and can't fix. I want her to tell my husband to clean his office. So, we tell her all about ourselves, how we met doing musical improv, the most magical and potentially awful of all improvs. We tell her about our family history, our children, and in the car ride home after that first session, my husband turns to me and says, "You know what, Julia, that was so great. I'm so glad we're doing this. I've got to get my own therapist. I'm going to start working out. And you know what I really have to do?" I hold my breath. I have to clean and really organize my office. Just one session. Just one session, and it's working. I did it. I found the thing that would get them to do the one thing that needed doing to fix everything. But 5 sessions in, and there's been no working out, no finding his own therapist, and not one box in the office has been touched, let alone organized. I'm less enthusiastic that therapy is working on my husband. And in this 5th session, my husband turns to Orna and says, you know, Orna, this has been so helpful. I'm so inspired. I'm so encouraged. I'm going to get my own therapist, and I'm going to start working out. And I'm really inspired to clean my office. I'm stunned. How dare he perform his enthusiasm in front of Orna, in front of me, when we both know nothing has changed. I'm the performer in this relationship, and I put my performer self on ice during the pandemic so that I could take care of my family and be the best wife and mother, because performer Julia was not helpful when the air was poisoned and we were locked in the apartment for weeks on end. So I lean back into the soft, comfortable couch and the pillows and cross my arms and say, we've been here before. But this time I really mean it, my husband says. But that's what you say every time. And I see his face fall like I've caught him. And suddenly I feel like I've just lit the room on fire. I feel horrible. I can't breathe because all I want to do is help. I want to be a good wife. I don't want to be the other kind of trad wife who nags and points out all the things he does wrong. I don't want to make my husband feel bad. I just want the office fixed so that he won't be stressed out all the time. I say, I'm sorry. It's okay. Never mind. No, I'm sorry. You're right, my husband says. No, I'm sorry. 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 And we go back and forth like this until Orna says, stop. You can feel bad, Julia. Let her feel bad. Feeling bad or having conflict doesn't mean that there is something wrong with your marriage. Sometimes you're just going to feel bad. You do not have to fix each other's feelings. You cannot control everything. I didn't think I was going to have to learn something in couples therapy. Turns out that the problem wasn't the office. The problem was I was trying to control everything, and turns out I cannot control my husband's feelings. I wanted to protect him from ever feeling bad, and he wanted to protect me from feeling bad. This manifested in me trying to take care of everything and him letting me because it seemed to make me so happy. And we had been in this pattern of behavior since having kids. We had been in survival mode well before the pandemic ever heightened the scene. The good news is that it's a totally manageable lesson, and one that I am still learning to this day. Like, did I clean up all the dishes before leaving the apartment this evening? Yes, because I don't want to have to reorganize the dishwasher when I get home because I don't like the way he loads it. And that's on me. That's on me. The other good news is that learning this lesson did not make for good television, so the good people at Showtime left our 8 weeks of therapy on the cutting room floor. So all of our problems did not need to be broadcast to the world. The final bit of news, which I'm not sure is good or bad, is that though my husband no longer panic orders boxes of stuff, the office is still an absolute dumping ground. But now I have a new tradition of dumping shit in there too. Thank you.